UrbanLife.tv, 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 TV, Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv, TV, up close and personal, live one-on-one interview. Yeah. Welcome to UrbanLife.tv, Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv. Yeah, we here, man. Bucky Dollars, host. You know what I'm saying? My other host, y'all know, Josh Smooth. As I was just saying, you know what I'm saying? He down in Florida. Beautiful Father's Day gift, you know what I'm saying, from the wife. So they down there enjoying themselves, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe. We'll see y'all on the comeback. You know what I'm saying? As I was stating earlier too, man, my voice like terrible right now. So just bear with the kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to set them up and make them do all the talking. By them, I mean, the voice you hear, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the bro.
Lik.
Folk, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the hottest in the city. To ever bless the mic, you know what I'm saying? Crazy amount of mixtapes throughout the years, you know what I'm saying? The vet in this thing. We talking 10, man, probably 15 plus years, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to UrbanLife.tv, man. Lik Nast, what's up, baby?
Oh, man, what's good, bro? How you, man?
I'm chilling, man.
It's looking very, very, very good in here.
Yeah, good looking.
Everything you done from the muscle. Shout out to Urban Life TV.
Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? And the ugly boy to the side. My guy. You know what I mean? He ain't got no accolades or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But he the boy.
Shit, Smig got crazy accolades. I mean, without Smig, it ain't no Lik, man.
But we talk about, you know what I'm saying, Smig with the camera, you feel me? Like, the guy behind the camera, you know what I'm saying, that gave you all the footage to, everything that Lik had going on, you feel me? So, shout out Smig, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was fucking with him. The bro definitely got them Jones, you know what I'm saying, and got some other things boiling too. Yeah, so we gonna get into it. That's my bro, Smid in the building, y'all.
I'm here. We working though. We got some things coming to play.
Last bag left.
That's what it is.
What you gonna do with it?
You know what I'm saying? So let's get right into it, man. What's that? Like, hashtag that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, hashtag last bag left. Well, last bag left. That's for the streets. That's for the hustlers, man. Shout out to Cousin Hemi, R.I.P. to him. I stumbled across the name. I'm at Cousin Hemi, God rushed me. We had his janaza, and homie, he ain't never rapped, so they like, yeah, he ain't about to drop something. I'm like, what this tape gonna be called? Lil, shout out to Cousin Lil too, my boy. He like, yeah, he said if he rapped, he'd drop an album called Last Bag Left. I said, oh man, R.I.P. to him, we got to run with that.
Yeah.
He gonna take that and go. Like,
that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So Last Bag Left, man, it's more of a movement, or it's just gonna be like a series of like mixtapes?
Well, we're making it to be a whole movement behind it, like.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like last bag left. What you gonna do? I mean, when you get down to your last, a lot of people panic. Get frantic. So it's like, all right, it's our last bag. What we gonna do with it? We're gonna do something with our last bag.
Right. Yeah.
What we talking like?
Well, like mixtapes, clothes,
mixtapes. We got the mixtape clothes going on. We got the mixtape about to drop like 6 months. We don't got a real date on that. What Lik been doing, behind the scenes and getting his image right. So making sure that we not, false leading the people. Like, I can't be a 33-year-old broke rapper. So we got the game room going on. We got private car care going on. We got Campbell Care going on with the home health care. And this all tie into Last Bag. Like I said, on our last bag, what we gonna do. So my last bag, I bought a food truck. We bought a studio. So like I said, it's for the hustlers this time, man. What you gonna do with your last bag, you know? So we're gonna touch everybody. We got the socks coming for them. We got the t-shirts, the bandanas. We got the masks coming for them, you know? So get down with us, man. Last bag.
For sure, man. Stay tuned to that for sure. And so, like, getting right into it, we talking like, you know, in this era of information, and I mean the age of information, meaning the period of time that we living in, you feel me? Like, we all got this like entrepreneur type spirit this time around, you feel me? Like, and so even like the artists now are like investing, you know what I'm saying? So like, let's get more into it, you feel me? You got the food truck, you got the home health care.
Yeah, I mean that's
and definitely the car joint popping, you know what
shout
I'm
out to
saying?
private
So
car
like,
care.
get more into that, you know what I'm saying? And like tell people like where they can go, you know, get that service or those services.
Yeah, private car care. We got one of the best leading, you know, car services in the tri-state. Serves the whole tri-state, even out a little, you know, outside the tri-state, Maryland, Washington, you know, back up north if it's right, the price is right, Ohio, you know, upstate New York, Buffalo, New York. But mainly in the tri-state, we got the best car service and it's customer and client base. We got contracts and we got, you know, services available for the ones that can't afford it, like the elderly that don't want to go to the car shop. We got a mobile department, come right to you, uniform attire, no cussing, no music. You know, they come to work, very respectful. You know, so like I said, to us, with private car care, our motto is respect and making sure the clients and the customers is right. And we try and give back to the community. So, you know, we got like 20 little guys this summer getting together and we just going to pick a block and pick a neighborhood and clean it up for free.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Shout
so
out
the
to
car
private
service is like what, detailing or like mechanic stuff?
Detailing, you know, brakes, mechanical, all mechanical. And it's a car service, so let's say
entirely. So
yes.
Okay.
So let's say you need, and it's not about us doing the work. Like we're not gonna just, you know, show up and say we gotta do the job. If we don't do body work, we sit there in front of you. You know, you might not have access to a computer. Right. Or an old lady might be, you know, 60 something. She don't know how to use the internet. So we'll get in front of her, ma'am, your car needs a bumper. Mako has this for this price, and, you know, in your neighborhood. So if you live out East Jablip, you know, and the shop's 10 miles away, we make sure we book your appointment for you, you know, get you there, get you going, whatever your car needs. You know, the small stuff we can do, you know, brakes, oil change, tune-ups. You know, if you need motor work and all that, that's when we send you to our shop. Our shop is 639 Cannon Drive, Lancaster, PA. So,
for sure, man, that definitely sounds like the total car care, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to private car care, man.
Shout out to Bruce, you know what I'm saying?
993-1173.
For you know, y'all car needs or services, you know what I mean? Go look them up, you feel me? Like,
tell them Lik sent you.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, cousin, like this time, like platforms like this, like we respect like things coming up from the muscle, but also be the voice of the unheard and the people, and show them that, you know, we can get together and not just be rappers and, you know, do killing and fighting and beefing. Shout out to my homie Cheek. Like, we got this joint coming out, no rap beef, let's eat. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, got little things working, and it's just to show, like we all know where beef going. You know what I'm saying? So if you beef with me and I beef with you, you already know how we going. You know what I mean? To the end. But if somebody, you know, change that narrative, the whole narrative changed.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, I could utilize you more in my life to feed. We talking about our life, not, you know what I'm saying, feeding your kids. We all fathers, we all, you know what I'm saying? So we got to worry about that. So we can change the beef and change the narrative. Everything could change. So that's what me and homie did. You know.
Yeah.
That's going to show the youth and the up and coming, like, all right, it's cool to still have the, you know, the sparring in your nature, the, you know, the rap, you know, you want to battle somebody, that's cool, but the beef side of that fuck all the money up. So
yeah. And so, you know, in earlier episodes we was talking, me and Jaz, about like the whole comparison narrative, you know what I'm saying, and that whole like competition thing inside of hip hop. You feel me? And it was like, to me, that's what Atlanta is doing. Right. And kind of like back then, that's what I was trying like push for people. You feel me? Like, you know, we remember we had the DVDs and all that, and we had Young Hot and them come to the block, and that shit kind of like exploded because of that beef component of it, and it was like we lost so much. You feel me? And like that's what the bros don't really understand. Like you lose on all angles. You know what I mean? Like an elder once told me, you know what I mean? We call them old heads or old gun, you know what I'm saying? But once told me, you feel me, like beefing is a broke nigga sport.
Yes, it is.
Period. You feel me? So it's like if you there and you know how it is, like you said, it's to the end. So, you know, with some people, it's like this new internet shit trolling. You feel me? Because like they'll jump at you, you feel me? Then as soon as you, they like, oh my God. You feel me? So it's like.
But that's what I'm saying. It's when you, as rappers, our voice, it uplifts a lot of people, but as far as behind the scenes, when you feed a lot of people, so when you take care of a lot of people, you understand, I'm a rapper, but I got a car service where your mom may be on the side of the road. I help this old lady, and once I go to her house, she's close to Tasca. So I meet her son, he pulling the guns out and everything, but they're not for me. They're like, man, you help my mom. Anything you need, I'll do it for you. He's not in the full state of he's trying to be an entrepreneur. Some dudes are just for the streets. So that's why I tell people with beef, it's not the person you beefing with, let's say, it's loved ones that's going to go to the end too. So it's like if you come anywhere of harming what's feeding them, they're not going to have it. So that's why I don't want beef. And that's what like a lot of people get on here and talk the toughest, like my squad and my team. Listen, we know that, but we can lose too. So that's why we don't want to get in beef. So it's like if I got something going good on my end and you don't have nothing going good on your end, if I dominate you, I go to jail, I still lose my end. So vice versa, you got something going good on your end and I'm the dude that want beef with you, and you know, so we all lose. Like
you said, like, yeah. And that's the end of it, you know what I'm saying? It's like you all lose, you feel me? And even in the whole sense of it, we can get more money together. Then we can like by beefing.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like,
but the beef.
But the industry, let me say this too. The industry too fooled us with this entertainment shit. I don't think people understand, like when these guys is doing this, you don't know the back story and the back shit. Like you feel me? So it look real. Right. But you know what I mean? Like, and then like you said, they in the entertainment, they contracted. Right. You feel me? The rest of them niggas that's around them ain't contracted. You feel what I'm saying? And like you said, they the ones who going. And then like you said, like how to get to a space where you can get out of the position we was born in. To submit that for what? Like,
so that's what I'm saying. Another thing, being tough. We learn like you know, we all tough. You know, we all feel tough. But what is the real tough? When you got kids, you can't show your kids that you can punch a person in the face before you can pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to show them you can pay your bills and go around the guy you might punch. I mean, you want to teach your sons to defend themselves. But a lot of people is like my uncle taught me this. He said, like a pit bull. You don't got to teach a pit bull to attack. It's already going to attack because it's a pit bull. So your job is to teach the pit bull how to love so you can balance it out. So that's what I think with like a lot of, you know, street beefs and everything. You got people that's not balanced, so they don't see the end. And you don't see the real fight. The real fight is not the beef. Me being tougher than you at, you know, the first of the month, that's never going to qualify when I got to pay my landlord or mortgage. So we need to come together. And now back to entertainment, like you said. Now knowing that, like, all right, these guys are acting. 50 Cent made a phenomenal show that people are still watching, a couple phenomenal shows. Why can't you do that? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I sit down and, damn, we was about to do some crazy shit. You're talented, I'm talented. Let's sit down and make something, even if it makes it look like on camera me and you beefing, but on the flip side, we can, oh no, we ain't doing this. We got this off of this. We created this off of this, different avenues, and then that would give I think that would give the narrative for youngers to be like, well, why beef? Because right now you see rap videos, the new rap videos, and I love the youngers. I'm not one of them rappers that I see the younger generation like, man, they doing it wrong. No, get y'all money, but also y'all don't take it. Don't take all the older generation, stuff to make it look cool and think you gonna win with it when we lost with it. So meaning to say, the new rap videos and the young videos, all you see is ladders and guns that been used in real crimes. So it's hard to prove that it's entertainment if it's actually somebody that got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So once we leave all that out, then we can get back to making money. That's like, we gonna talk real stuff. That's why it's called Last Bag Left. It's not for the little boys. We talking about your OGs that if you was on the block and you got a little bundle and you was doing it wrong, he came and schooled you because you didn't know it wasn't just a block. This was an operation going on. And that's what I think a lot of people is missing right now. They got to get that structure back to like a point. Like you said, a beefing is a broke person sport, so it's no point in it. But if we can build the infrastructure to where it looks good, it's no beef, but it's still entertainment. We can still have rap battles without killing each other. Yeah. We can still, set up. Shout out to Smack. Shout out to these underground academy battle leagues. You know what I mean? Shout out to those dudes that's doing it in that platform. But the young bulls, the younger generation, I don't want to say the younger generation because I don't want to put that whole stigma on the young generation. Shout out to the young bulls. But some of them, they getting misguided and misleaded a lot. And that's another thing, another topic. A lot of them don't got no thorough old heads to tell them that the nut shit they doing is nutty.
Yeah.
So,
right. And they said once upon a time, it's like the era of the 80s got removed by those guys. Like when Bill Clinton passed the joint in 94, a lot of those OGs, originals, they got taken away. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And then they said it became an era of just shooters. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You think that's like a fact?
I mean, yeah, listen. To me, I said, I don't know the way, and my way is not the way. It's just the way I go. You know what I mean? So, and it works for me, and it's just my opinion and my views. Yeah. So I don't think it's. I think it's just being more, brought to light. Let's say that because it's been killing going on. This is like it's been killing. Longest humans been alive, it's been killing going on. It's the reasons that's coming to light. Like now you're seeing on camera somebody dying for nothing. You're seeing on camera somebody dying for their rights. You're seeing on camera somebody dying for a pair of sneakers. Now, I think that was intensified. Like, yo, this is crazy. But it's been killing going on. And that's why I say I don't want to blame it on the younger generation because it's outside of the killing, you got, with the younger generation, you got more young millionaires than ever. Mm-hmm. The flip side you don't hear about. You know what I'm saying? Black, Hispanic, white. Young 7-year-old millionaires. Yeah. YouTubers. Like I'm just saying all this makes like where my mind going. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say it ain't no beef and last bag left because once like you said, once you get this information, you realize everything that you believed in might have been not believed in because your beliefs are real, but everything you took to on the street, you might have been bamboozled if they wasn't telling you the real deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know how somebody see you like young fella, you got something going good on with yourself. You gotta get your act together, but you don't see that, so you never go nowhere. Then you got someone that take that one old head to say, young boy, you got something going good for yourself, and tell you the game, and that's who you are now from that one conversation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's what we need a lot of young boys to see. Like, besides the guns and the killing, it's really not that on the other side, bro. Shout out to Prince George County. These Atlanta. This is where black people are doing predominantly good. You know what I'm saying? It's not based on killing. It's not based on robbing. It's not based on you just got to make it out of rap to be, it's a rapper to make it. That's not.
But it's crazy, like just being the observer, right? If we from the hood and we got this mentality that we have, right? Mm-hmm. When we see those black communities, like we kind of like down them or laugh at them or.
You right.
Say they corny or weird or token niggas or you know what I mean?
Yeah. It was a big interview and he said, in the hood, like you just said, when a nigga pull up in the BMW or the Benz and cop out, go to the corner store, you like, man, who the fuck is this nigga? I robbed this nigga. You don't even know.
Right.
That's good. Now, what's the same perspective when you the nigga in the Benz and the BMW now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hold up. And I just say that to say because, it's a level, but it's still the same. You still struggle. You still got to pay your bills. You just got to move different. And people just view you different because of the materialistic things that you got. But it's still the same.
Yeah.
It's still the same. But our perspective from coming in from the hood, some people with the aggression is that, man, fuck that nigga. But sometimes you gotta sit back and respect it. And just because I'm not doing it does not mean I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing good, you a firefighter. I'll never be a firefighter, but I respect him. He's good.
Right.
Like that's how my take is.
Yeah.
So
I think it's like really like I think it's definitely a taught behavior first and foremost.
Right.
And then it's a conditioned mindset for a person to think in that manner. But the underline to me is what they really saying is, I wish I could do that.
Right.
I wish I could live in that way.
But you
You
gotta
know what
think
I'm
about
saying?
this.
Like, because you got to think about it, right? When we come up, it wasn't cool to do certain shit.
Yep.
You feel me?
And
Like,
it's still like that.
and then you got that energy, so that's a fight within yourself.
Right.
Now you go outside and you like, this is what's going on out here, so I'm just going to participate in it. Right. But honestly, that's not the bone in your body. You feel what I'm saying? And then like we be screaming real and, you know what I mean, A1 day ones and all that type stuff, and it's like, you don't see how confusing that mindset is.
But that's why from when we was young, we all ran around screaming BGF. BGF wasn't a gang, it's still not a gang, it's boss gang family. We're not running around saying I'm a boss and all this, I'm real shit. But we're talking about BGF boss, a boss. You're your own boss. Mm-hmm. So when you're around us, I don't want you to be a shooter when you're not a shooter. I want you to be you. Right. So we can have you as you, and I want the shooter to be the shooter when we need him, but we don't need him right now. Right. We want the trash guy to be the trash guy. We want the cameraman to be the cameraman. You're your own boss. We don't want you to go outside and see so much of the same thing going on and you just jump to it. And you're not a boss, you're a worker. You're being told what to do. And this thing about life is free. If you gotta think about yourself, my nigga, like when you wake up, you don't really think about like, today I gotta be a millionaire. You know what? Today you just be happy you're alive. You started by brushing your teeth. You started with seeing your kids, and it goes on gradually. But all the other shit be pumped into you. Like if you gotta be this real nigga, what is real? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what for me. And I always was the guy too, was like you said, you do certain things in the hood, you're labeled as weird. That's why I was cool enough to become the weird nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm cool enough to tell the cool niggas that I'm about to go fuck with the weird niggas, but y'all know that it's one weird nigga over here that's cool enough to stop all that cool shit y'all think y'all doing.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying?
Winning, though. The weird niggas
they always been winning.
But the confusion of the word is like, to call something weird is like to say,
they different.
Yeah, like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
that's what it really is. Like, whatever you got, like, girls say that shit all the time. If you don't got on the right shoes or whatever, it's like, yo, shorty wear the shit. Why would she wear that? And it's like, it don't have nothing behind it. You feel what I'm saying? And like, we did an episode too, like that. Like, what's the meaning? You feel me? Because like, we just be saying a lot of shit and doing a lot of shit, and nobody never really stopped and was like, where the fuck? Where did this come from? Like, right. You feel me? So my last guy on the show, I asked him, I say, man, when it comes to this hip hop culture, is it really ours?
That's the thing though too. It's not. I think hip hop is spiritual, so you can't really see it. So it's definitely ours because it originated from rapping and letting out your pain and from your life. I think when people start putting all the guidelines and getting personal and critiquing the rappers, life, that's where it gets not fun at no more. So I think we are the origins of rap because we come from the hood. Like, we come from, and it's not even the hood. We come from where we come from. We even let these people trick to think that where we live is the hood. It's my neighborhood. It's my place. It's my home. Mm-hmm. Like, something. So that's why I say, it's, like you said, it's about teaching. So when you do get enough money to move out the hood, out of your own people, you realize you break down in these gated communities, they're gonna call the cops because you're someone blocking their way. You break down in the hood, 6 smokers is gonna try to help you of your own kind. So You know, it gotta be weird. That's why I say it's not bad to put everything like, you know, that was stolen from us or we are not. We are it. Black Archon is it. So we ain't gotta question a lot of things. Like, you know how, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's on another note though, man. But we don't gotta question that we originated a lot of things. And y'all know what it is,
You
man.
definitely originated a lot of things.
You wanted the answer? Nah. You ain't got no fucking
Smig
rap.
always been the backboard, man.
He was hyped this shit off air. But as soon as the camera on, he talk about, I ain't got nothing. He tried to put a cool voice on. Nah, but like, to attach more to it, it's like, it's not ours in the sense that it's big business and they capitalize it. Yeah, it's our art.
That's a good topic. That's
You feel me?
All right.
Like, because like you got like I said before, it's like with Future, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say who gave you Percocets, who, you know what I mean? Like Percocets, all that, right? And then now we got this epidemic, and then we say, oh, I don't even take lean or smoke or do, but you like you saying that. You feel me? Like, and like who you doing that for? Like, you feel me? Who he signed to? And I remember like looking at a Dirk interview, and he like, they wanted him to, like, he presenting his art, and they like, no, you gonna do it this way. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Right. So when we say hip hop is art culture, it's like, is it?
Yes, but they can have the business side. The reason why, like I said, I learned for me, I need you to do something that I don't know how to do. Or I need you to show me that something's going on, even if I agree with it or don't agree with it. I need to know that it's going on so I can learn that and I can make way from it. Yeah, they're going to steal the business side. It's going to be a white guy inside of, you know, a hip-hop office. But that's the problem. Now we got to go back to that white guy's life and that black kid, that hip-hop artist. Back to beefing. That takes time. Back to being real, that takes time. Hugging your block, that takes time. So that white guy, he sees all that. So he capitalizes off that and makes a business plan. Now he's sitting in his room. When you was being real, he's being real to himself with a book. And when you was being real in the clubs, he was thinking, what was they using so we can capitalize off that? So meaning to say, knowing that, that's why we got to stop beefing. That's why we got to stop claiming we real in things that don't matter and become and take what's ours. We see it done. We got to take it now.
Been seeing it done for years, though. I've been happening for years.
That's why shout out to Urban Life TV. Shout out to Private Car Care. Shout out to Lik, Applejack Live. Everything is done, you know, literally from the muscle. Put your 2 hands up and squeeze. That's your muscles, man. Last bag left. And that's what we want to show. But meaning to say, I learned this from an OG. I'm telling him all my stresses, like literally, they are factual. Man, my brother died. Man, about that. He like, that's a distraction. Like, what? I'm telling him some more shit. Like, man, that's a waste of time. That's a distraction. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, you telling me all this, but you didn't get to where you need to go. And I know you can get there. Mm-hmm. So, I understand that now.
Yeah. And you know what? I use that same mentality in the sense of us as black people in America. It's like, if we ain't like strapping up to like take it over, it really ain't no need to like be complaining or nothing. You feel me? Like,
right.
You know, I compare it to also in the sense of like, you know, the married couple. They done got some type of forgiveness, but one party keep bringing it back up, and like they can't like move from that space because like they stuck there. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? So all that definitely is a mentality that's like and you know, another quote is just like the things that we don't want to let go is the things that, you know, keep us from, you know, getting where we want to go. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you can talk all this white man shit and all this shit and then like don't do nothing.
But that's what I'm saying. Another thing, bro. You talk who you hate, but accept who you hate. So if you hate the white man like that, don't use his welfare.
Working for him the next day.
Don't take his.
Not even just his welfare, but like.
No, don't take nothing from
him. For real, bro. Honestly, to talk real, and this is real. Like everything we do is a part of their behaviors.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But
we're not criminal people.
But sometimes we credit them too much. Like, you understand that? Listen,
And that's what I'm
I look
saying.
at-
You give your power away when you do that type of thing.
They got us. I don't ever say I'm a part of them fucking minority. Like, do you know a democracy or a minority? Like, that's like ants. If your creator can put all these ants in here, right? And we're the controllers of putting 2 grasshoppers in the cave. So I'm just giving you a scenario. We put 2 grasshoppers in here, and then we put a pile of ant farm. Then we tell the grasshoppers that they're the minorities, and we tell the ants they're the majorities in life. In that perspective, it's true because you did it. But that's life. You didn't put me here, white man.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't put me here, Asian man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I don't even discredit, and I don't discredit what 1 or a billion fucked up, racist motherfuckers did. I don't let that take me from the race because I got a lot of white homies, Caucasian homies, Asian friends, black friends, Puerto Rican friends. I see people as people. Because who am I to tell you that my way is the best way and your way is that way, and you're a majority or more? Who am I? Like, did I get all the Asians together? Did I get all the whites together? Did I get all the blacks together and say, you're a majority, you're a minority, and you're like, how the fuck? Like, how do you convince somebody of that? And they even said it on Jingo when he said, the crazy thing is and even in prison, you got 5 guards for 55,000 inmates, and all of them are killers or robbers and broke the law already. But in their head, you got 5 people controlling them. Even if they overpower, it causes a riot, and they got to call more in. But already you dominate right there, so you're not the majority. You're not the minority. So don't even put yourself in the mindset of coming from behind. That's when I say that robs you of life. If I'm worrying about you hating me, that robs me. If I'm worried about you, I got to give you a reason to hate me now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to, and guess what though? I need you to be different. Like, I needed Steve Jobs to be different from me to make this phone, because I wouldn't have made the phone. I would have been screaming 1499 last bag left. Shout out to 1499 Sharp Neck Temple Road. I would have been talking that Leak shit. I would have been talking that BGF shit. So I needed somebody not talking that, and he was white, black, Asian. I don't really get, caught up on that, because I think that's where they're robbing us at. They're giving us wrong battles. That's like you do your son when you give him the broke joystick and you say play that. He's like 1 year old. He's having a ball, but you know that you just gave him that joystick to stop from grabbing on your joystick. So that's with life. If I focus you on some shit that has no meaning, no substance, you spent 30, 40 years on that. What I did a vacation. What I did, I watched my kids grow up. What I did, that's what life is. That's why your boss is not around you as majority. He don't gotta get fired when he take off. He's with the kids, and that's what life is seeing your pups and being fruits of your own labor. Like, that's what life is. Life is not really about hating nobody, and then I got even being pumped to buy something. America's a big fucking market. It's like every day you wake up, it's like your subconscious tell you you're so depressed on something to buy that you don't even know what you want to do no more. That's why it's like back in the day, the OGs, you went down the street and you saw that guy doing the same thing he was doing on Thursday, washing his old car, or mowing his lawn, and that was the OGs. Now you got a nigga doing the iPhone 11, got a nigga doing the 6, the coupe, the new Bentley, the old one. It's everything is, motherfuckers is forgetting to live because they so worried about being a minority, so worried about being hated on, so worried about not being right. They're actually forgetting the fucking part to live. That's what I believe. Like I said, I don't have the way or the way, but this is what I develop as, going around. Because I say this to say, I moved to Atlanta. I'm dead broke. I have car trouble. But in the hood, I'm somebody. But I only moved to Atlanta to get away from being different. I got to get out of my habitat because I got to go farther. So now, but only way I know farther is the way I know. It's hustling, last bag left, robbing. That's the way I knew. And rap. So I get down to Atlanta. So, these white motherfuckers ain't helping me. That's what you tell yourself in the head in your hood. Then you bump into a black person. And this is where it changed your perspective. Because when you run into a nigga in the hood, it's like, what's up with you, nigga? What we doing? Where the L's at? Where the weed at? But then that's cool. Because that's what you used to. But then when you outside your environment, when a nigga be like, hey, how are you? Huh? What What are you doing today? This is a stranger asking. Well, I'm gonna go kill 6 niggas, and it makes you think now. Like, what am I doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? How am I? Like, I know I sound crazy, but and you start to like, hold on. I had all this shit fucked up. And then, all right, now you get to the level that you think. Remember the Benz and the BMW? You get to that level that you think you're missing out on. Then you, wait, these niggas don't do half of the shit of the niggas that's not on the level that do it. So the niggas I got around that had multiple cars, I got multiple now. These niggas never talked about cars. The niggas that had more money than me, we never got around and talked about money. So that was just like weird to me. Where I'm around broke motherfuckers and all we talk about, I got more than you got more than me, and then I'm around motherfuckers who we know that got more than me, and we never discuss it.
Right.
They're doing what they love, right, or what they like. Like you're sitting around in his mansion watching his kids grow up. You're sitting around. That's why I don't hang around rappers. I can't be an entourage of a nigga. I could do my own thing. Even with reality shows, it's called reality. Even if they write it in the script, the fucking reality of you sitting there watching and staring at the TV. The reality is you can go out and mow your lawn, fix your car, ride your bike, and you could be wrong at it. You don't even gotta be right. You don't even gotta be a millionaire, but you still be living life, and you'll still get a better feeling. To now you can be the nigga who wasn't right. To now you got right, like the nigga that you're watching. I know that sound crazy.
Not that you sound crazy at all, but it is a quote though, because when you making sense, you sound crazy.
Yeah.
Because this is an abnormal ass life we live in, you know what I'm saying? And it speaks directly to your point, like everything is ass backwards, especially like the thing of real, because all of it is fake. When you dig into it, you feel what I'm saying?
It's all a facade.
You know what I'm saying? And when you really get into the real, it's like getting outside the block. And I always used to say that, like, get outside the box. You feel me? So the traveling thing is like a specialty. You feel me? So if I was to have like a youth program, that would be number one. Like, you gotta travel. Yep. I got to show you like that life ain't just what you come outside and see every day. And that's the thing
that breaks you down. When you stay in your environment, everyone knows what's going on. You know what I mean? You know you from H Block. You know you from the 9. We know Ray. We know Tommy. Okay, cool. But when you somewhere that don't know you, it's like you gotta tell your whole makeup. After the 15th time, I got tired of it. Where you from? Lik, I'm from. Where's that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where is Sharp Neck? Yeah. But does it have trees? Because this is a nigga that's from Atlanta. This is a nigga from Tallahassee. This is a nigga from Tennessee that never saw your whole existence. So they don't know the local drug dealer. They don't know your man. They don't know your idol.
I remember the frustration of having that first conversation, because like in your head you like used to something, right? So now like trying to answer it, you get like you would snap the fuck out, like, pussy, get the fuck out my like, what are you like, you don't know what the fuck Philly is, like, you feel me? Like, you'll get frustrated and you'll think like you gotta like go to the extremes to like explain more stuff, like, and like that affect me too, cause like we do that a lot in the hood, like, you feel me? Like, because you of a different process in your life, you think like I should be there, and if I'm not, like, it's an indictment. Like, you feel me? Like, you giving me a life sentence. Like, you feel me? And like, we don't allow each other to live out our mistake. You feel me? Like, you come on, we talking family. You feel me? So like, I'm carrying them with, and allow you to get past like what you did at 12. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like,
until you 30.
But see.
You feel me? Yeah. But then look at the pattern, because then when we get of the age now, we doing the same thing. It's like,
but see, that's why we needed those though. We needed those people, because now when you get older, you miss that, because a lot Aunt Carrie's, grandmom's Uncle Till. I got the meanest uncle. That's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So because I need people to tell me when I'm wrong. And especially it's good when your loved one is not being biased. Because you think because it's a loved one, they're going to be biased. But when your loved one is telling you, like, yo, you need to get your shit together. Right. Sometimes when you were a kid, you don't want to hear that. So, but when you get older, you start to like, damn, I need that. But that's another thing I was getting back. So once you travel, all right, once you hit your pinnacle of whatever you're trying to do, you're going to realize the shit is still just a facade. It's a moment of time. I remember this. I bought a BMW. I get a BMW. That's my first. That's my second one. So I'm like, all right, this is it. I mean, but the first one, I ain't paid for it cash. Nigga had noted it. My girl had did that. But then the second one niggas paid for it cash. Like, all right, here we here now. We got it. Drove this shit to my brother's funeral. So you probably like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's cool to get. It's cool to drive in. But when it goes to admiring or using that as a tool to say I'm better than a person, is that the same tool you're gonna say, well, yeah, it's better than your car. My BM is better than yours. But then you sit to this right and say, well, you know that's the joint you're gonna bury your mom in.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's the joint you're gonna ride to your brother's funeral in. I guarantee you wouldn't give a fuck about it being better than nobody else's, or you'll learn to appreciate it then. Oh, you know, it's just a vehicle. Oh, you know what? This ain't about nothing. Because now you start to look at it like, hold up. I tell people this, like, when you're in that Pinto, you drive, you crash, you whatever. That person just crashed. When you're in that BMW, they don't even call you a person. They look at that BMW driver going crazy. They're taking you out of who you actually is. You're still a person, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A Maserati come crash right now. First thing, look at that Mazda, just crash. Yeah. And you're going to say, look at that person. Look at him.
But you know what I want for the hood is like, the mentality we got is like a loser John, and I want like the reverse of it to be like, all right. So, I want it to be the reverse of it. You feel me? Like to where it's though like we really start strategizing and understanding like, you know, how to really play these games. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if I feel a way about any type of game, like the streets. I don't know. It get on my nerves now that I'm much more mature and got a better understanding of life. You feel me? Like it kind of get on my nerves in the sense of like, you know, everybody talk about it and like it's a value or something. You feel what I'm saying? And like, you know, when I think about Meek and going at 6ix9ine and shit, and it's like him feeling like the fucking you know, general or something, like street general or spokesman or something like that. You feel me? It's like I don't get it. And then you defending like something that you talk about yourself to be like something that you saying get out of.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta understand, like, if we that confused in the mind, like, you only can imagine how confusing your life is.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and like, you in your heart, deep down inside, internally, you know that. But like, to go against what everybody else doing, that's a personal battle. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Not a lot of people like make it through them Jones. Like, you feel me? Like, either you gonna jump ship and like roll with the rest, cause it's just like the saying: if 9 niggas making money, you could be the 10. Right. So if 9 niggas fucking up, same thing. Right. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be the one that changed the 9. Right. That ain't going. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and so in a sense, man, like the realization of like that ain't real. I'ma like live my life the way I want. I feel like this new generation is like they grasping that. You feel what I'm saying? And like I tell people, 6ix9ine is exposing the street life. Yeah. So that's about the. It's like it's like the 80-year-old white men in the White House. They about to be out. It's about to be a whole nother regime.
You gotta understand that the street life always been a street life, and it's gonna have a bunch of fools in it. You understand? We took a part of that. But the real OGs and the smart guys, they know better. Like, you're not just, and that's another thing. Just because you don't think it's cool doesn't mean it's cool. Just because you don't know about it does not mean it's going on. That's like your law. Just because you don't know the law does not mean it's actual law. It's still a law. You just don't know it. So, like you said, if you don't develop that mindset, what you used to be a shark, you know, eat motherfuckers, you're gonna get eaten mentally. So like right now, it's not no like secret that you have technology at your handsets right now, like at your fingertips. We got we got better technology than what they had in 1965 to send NASA to the moon. all you using this for is to hate someone's status or profile, or to think you're better than someone that's not doing good, then that's on you. Now, you better use the same information like you said. At this point, when you had to go to school to be a doctor for 10, 20 years, and just in your mind, that's just in your, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. Now you can literally ask Siri how to be a doctor. She'll tell you every step.
Yeah,
how can you beat that?
Find out how to do whatever you want
Like,
on
so
the
whatever
internet
you
nowadays.
need to do right now, I think you need to focus on that and become that. And like I said, like that was a good thing. Get your mindset clear, and then everything else will be clear. Not saying that you're not going to have problems. You're going to know how to handle them problems. So the same problems I used to run into, I don't need my man to tell me no more, oh, Lik, come on, Lik, that's not real. You're going to cost yourself this time. And then it's like, I got kids now too. So I can't really think for myself. I got to think for my kids. So that's another thing. Like, again, a lot of things that we credit someone for doing good, people tell themselves, not majority, but most will say, oh, you know, he worshipped the devil. Oh, man, I don't get that. Why? He's human. You can do the same thing. You tell yourself that you can't do better, but you tell yourself you can kill a nigga like a nigga and do worse, then that's, like you said, that's yourself then at that point. It's like now, but if you wake up every day and stop. I had a conversation with my teacher, with my kid's teacher. And my son was, you know, he is not bad in school. That's thank God right now. He's a young boy, you know. Shout out Makai. But they came in there and they said Makai brung his grade up, but we had showed him a chart of all the time he went wrong to the time he was right. So they thought that was okay with me. So I said, well, don't we all agree that, you know, 98% of statistics is wrong as an adult? Oh yeah, you're right. Don't we all agree that, well, you know, the school system was lied to? You know, it was tainted from 400 plus years. Yeah, we agree that. So why would you pump a kid to say, look, you did right, and then we're gonna rob you with a chart of all the things you did wrong? Do you know that tells a kid that puts an own block in front of himself to say, hey, I did right, but I was gonna bring up my wrongs. No. Do right and be happy you did right, and, you know, figure out your wrongs. Stop trying to go past your, like, meaning to say, we come from the drawing board of thinking that we're behind instead of just coming to the drawing board. Fuck being behind. Fuck being the minority. Fuck, that don't got nothing to do. I'm just saying in the field that we are in. So I know you probably saying, well, where you being? This in life. I'm tired of looking at it like when we on the courts, like, it's a real thing. Like, LeBron is real. No homo. Like, Kobe Bryant is real. Like, God rest his soul. So, and Michael Jordan is real. Like, these are the things we looked up to, and these people got on course and did their thing. Yeah, and they're black. So when we, you know, Lisa Leslie, she's a basketball player. Serena Williams, a tennis player. So in those fields, we are dominant. So why, when it comes to, you know, opening up, being an entrepreneur, we can't look at and say we're dominant in that too? We're not coming from behind. I'm not worrying about how many black people failed and didn't become entrepreneurs. Tell me about the ones that made it. Stop telling me about the rejects so I could have stopped accepting the rejects, and that's why I say back to the hood. Yeah, we call it the hood, but do y'all know the hood? We call it the hood, but do you know what gentrification really is? Mm-hmm. The layman terms without going to school is niggas moving back to the hood. That's what gentrification is, but the niggas ain't gonna be there. That's what gentrification is. So you know what the hood is for? It's easy access for down.
That's what we know it. That's what we say it to be. But it's really like, to gentrify a space is just to generate it.
But we're talking about
it's a negative when you put that racist commentary on it.
No. We're talking about, but to say gentrification, because that's what's going on to people.
No, I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so people understanding is based on the association with race.
Right.
You know what I mean? But gentrification by itself is just enhancing that space.
Okay,
you feel me?
Yeah.
Gentrified, like, you know.
So
what I'm
they're
saying?
enhancing what you call the hood, the jets, the track, the same place. When you was there, it's worth, let's say, 500, and you call it the hood. These people move you out that same place and call it Fifth and Brown, and it's $250,000, $250,000.
Everybody, dog, they knocking down all the high rises in the city, bro. Like,
But I want to just chime in too to put a different spin on it as well, because that's two rocks. I mean, like, you know the quote, however it go, 2 birds with 1 stone. Because like what you doing is you continue in the cycle of like how everything runs. You feel me? So you got that competitive thing,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So now it's white people that's buying them Jones.
Right.
So they was manipulated as well.
Right.
And we can't lose sight of that. You feel what I'm saying? Because like to have the whole slave trade, they was manipulated as well.
Right.
You feel me? Like they had to be beat and told that they was not 3/4. I mean, they was 3/4 of a person.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's and they use that same tactic in the military in order for you to go do your killings for them.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Old heads on the block used to manipulate the young boys to do their killings for them.
Right.
And sell these drugs too.
You understand what I'm saying? So when I say America is like we all in this whole thing, we all got involvement.
Oh, yeah, we all part of the
You
beast.
feel what I'm saying?
all
So
part
like
of the problem.
when we be talking about it, it's like I can't talk about it in the sense of they. Like we saying, we gonna say, well, what can Buck do? What can Smith do? What can Lik do?
That's why I say
his personal life.
That's why I say
to the world. You feel me?
That's
like,
why I say you have to be aware of these things first. So it's not when I say they, I'm not speaking in races. That's why I say it's about life. I'm talking to each and every individual.
No, that wasn't like a counterpoint. It was just information.
I know. I'm clarifying for my listeners, my little, cool. You know, I mean, Urban Life TV, you know, they following. That my perspective is listen, it's about life. So whatever is they is they to you. Your haters is they. Whoever you feel that was in your way, I think if you learn certain, I don't, and I stated this earlier, I don't have the way. My way is not the way. I'm just going a way that you know what? I accept that for myself. Like, so meaning to say, if we keep critiquing things that are, like you said, I don't know, or I do know, or are they moving us out, or we the hood? Why are you critiquing things you don't need to critique about yourself? Why are you worrying about things you don't even need to worry about? Whereas though living is actually free. Being whatever you, like I say this to say, you ever want something, like it could be a phone. You go to school, you think about that phone. You with your girl, you think about that phone. You at work, you think about that phone. Until you actually get that phone, you know your brain will not allow you to think of nothing else. So that's why it's something, like either you tell yourself you can't get it, or you do it so you can get it away with yourself. And that's what life is too. So it's like, you know what? Being around real niggas and bosses, it made me carry myself different once they gave me the insight in the game. So when I became my first entrepreneur, a real one, I learned from another black, which is Sean. We did Unlock Gadgets together, you know, a computer merge. We did a 6-month computer merge and went good as a black person. But shout out to my guy Sean, he's living out Seattle. He used to have this motto of whatever the company need, get it. I used to have a motto is I can't afford it. So once he walked around, he carried himself in a good manner, like, yo, you know what, the company need this. Let me get this. I'm not thinking me myself as an individual, and it came. And to others, that means nothing. He still struggle. But we have to put forth to what we need to get done. The struggle always gonna be there. The hood or they always gonna be there. How long am I gonna be here? What's gonna be my last impression on this earth for my, like, that's why I say for real, for my kids. Like, I used to be, like, I had to literally put the S on my chest and fly through the motherfucking 1499 and save everybody from them niggas. Like, yo, he's our savior. That's cool. But all I gotta do is attend my son's football game and him look on the sideline. And I get the same effect. It's a different target. Same effect, different target. If it makes sense. Like, the purpose, it's like a nigga can beat me at having, you know, holding down a 9 harder than me. Like Hov said, I ain't got to be in the projects all day talking about I got to be in the projects all day. You can beat me at that. What I learned from the 9 and got off from the 9 to carry me to this point, that's the gem. That's the goal that I hope that you see. So that's why I say it's back to the young boys and the younger generation. It's not about what they doing is wrong. It's just, yo, young boy, don't get hemmed up in the same situations that your older G's got hemmed up in. Use that as a a guideline to say, look, I don't know what to do, but I know what not to do. That's all.
Right. So in that sense, it's like, if the youngins say, Lik, you went through what you went through, and look at you now, like, you feel me? Like, so, I got make my Jones. What do you say to that youngin? Like,
Look where I'm at now. I tell him, I mean, young, I'm gonna tell him the truth. That's what I said. Shout out to my uncle. We're not gonna bullshit you. Where you at right now, young boy? If you don't get out your own way, you're gonna stop yourself. That's what I would tell him. Young boy, if you want to get to here, and I'm nowhere, I'm just alive. Fuck an accolade. I don't run around with accolades. If you know me, you know me. If you know what I got going on, I got going on. You know what I mean? But I say this to say, make it out of yourself. Like, it ain't even your environment, because once you make it to your next level of, I guess your third eye, when it opens, you're gonna realize you're gonna go back into that place that you was at when you was the young boy trying to come up in aggression and growling. Right. So even to help the other young boys, like, I think it's each one teach one. No information to yourself is good. You gotta, give it to the young boys. So young boy, get out your way. That's what I tell him.
Yeah.
Get out your own way.
That's absolutely what it is, you know what I'm saying? And I guess to add more into it, right, it's like, what is getting out your own way? You might not understand that terminology. You feel what I'm saying?
But you got, getting out your own way is like your moral compass. You know how when you know something's wrong with you, you don't even need a doctor to tell you, nigga, man, I got a headache, man, something ain't right, I'm about to err. That's in life too. You know when you're doing something wrong. You know when you're doing something that's not fitting you. It's like when you look up in the air, or you look at the water, those ripples are in tune. They're synchronized. Those birds are synchronized. They wasn't taught that. That's who they are. But then the moment they become trying to be an alligator, that's where you're gonna have problems. These motherfuckers just
they ain't
don't
trying
know
to
they
be
self.
themselves.
Right.
Man. But on top of it too, just to add on again, right? I believe too, with that same idea, that when you do that, you get everything that go along with that life that you mimicking.
Yeah.
So like, if you get the death, we know niggas, right? They're like, damn, he wasn't even into that.
Cause he mimicked.
But he was into it because he chose to like go try to live somebody else's life. So what was for that life, he got. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So that is a good ass genre to like really dissect and dive into, like, cause think about that shit. You feel me? And I tell niggas too, man, this might be a little, but like with the Biggie and Pac John, I'm a real spiritual, universal person. So like, to me, like you said earlier, the East Coast, West Coast was smokescreen shit, media shit. The rap battle shit was media shit, or like, you know what I mean? Smokescreen shit. The real shit, bro, is like those two brothers kept like speaking death into existence. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then when you go back and look at that, you'll start like, oh shit, maybe that is so, because you gotta think about it. His first album was
Life After Death.
Ready to Die.
Oh yeah, Ready to Die.
You feel me? So then the second John was Life After Death. You feel me? And like, what all Pac say? Like, I'm ready to die. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if you constantly like, and music, the one thing about Africans is our hearts is a drum beat. So if the capturers understood that, then they gonna dictate and control how that beat go. Right. You feel me? So you can have a drum that go one this way, and when you flip it, it could send a whole different signal out. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Right. And our ears listen at a 40% frequency. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So even when you got the radio low, after a while of that, you'll start singing a song that you deemed to be corny.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so just on that basis, right? Think about everybody that's like spitting. You feel me? So like when we like the majority people and we just listening to this stuff, you feel me? We just like get information and we like, yeah, that's the Illuminati. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the Illuminati and all that type talk. You feel what I'm saying? And they don't have no
meaning behind it.
Or no actual factuals. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just all about the smoke screen and like, you know, sending somebody left. Like I say, like I tell people, this is the biggest joint for me, right? America is a magician that practice sorcery, right? Because like every time they want to like get you to look over here while they like digging in your pocket over there. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what they do. And like understanding the 7 Ds of life, then you can understand like what they doing to us. You feel me? Like we talking police brutality and all of that. You feel what I'm saying? And even on that level, us just like sitting and watching the news, we allowing for that power to dictate. You feel me? Because now when you anything that come in, we just like, oh, all right, that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? With like we walking around with masks and don't like you ask the regular, you like, why you got a mask on?
I don't know.
Oh, COVID. It's like what?
Because it's programmed.
Like, can you breathe, bro? Like, how's your regular breathing? Like, but what's COVID? It's a breathing disease.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So why the fuck would you? But I understand the trans. You know what I'm saying?
I get, but even that, and that's why I said, even with bad things or good things, you'll tell yourself you're not going to become a millionaire. So you want to adapt to that other millionaire, just put $1 million in his bank. But you'll adapt to this fool and just put something on his face and he don't even know how he did it.
Yeah.
That's cool. But that's why I say, to me, it's focused on your life. Like, once you get back to, like, my life is me, you know what? Why am I doing this and I really want to do this? You know what? Why am I doing that and I really want to do that? You'll start really prioritizing.
Right.
And like every day right now, when I go to sleep, I don't need an alarm clock no more. Shout out to my grandma Bessie. She said a man don't need nobody to wake him up if he really want to do what he want to do in the morning. My grandma Bessie taught me that.
Yeah.
A man don't need no alarm clock, no nothing to wake him up if he really want to get up in the morning.
Right.
It's whatever you trying to do must ain't that important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like that new toy. Nigga, you can't go to sleep when you thinking about that joint when you're a young boy or you're an adult, man. You about to get that, that Punani. Like, that's how, you could do that to your saying, like, man, I'm gonna get my shit together. You know how many times I was sitting back like myself, like, man, I'm getting my shit together. Nigga doing totally good to me. Don't be the hater. Now, if you a hater, again, that's time. Man, I hate this nigga getting his shit together. Now, a nigga gonna hate you when you get your shit together. No, I like that nigga because he getting his shit together. And that admired me. I had my folks, right? They say, damn, motherfuckers coming to me, you need to stop this, you need to stop that. And a motherfucker telling me was a drug addict. That's what my folks told me. They said, motherfucker telling me was a drug addict. So I asked them. They say, didn't you stop? What made you stop? She said, I stopped when I got tired. She was like, well, damn, bitch, can't I get tired first too? Like, you know what I'm saying? That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Like, listen, my grandma taught me that. Don't ever try to stop a drug or anything. Don't stop.
But more or less,
get tired of
the person's process.
But
they got to go through their process.
But that's the thing. But see, if you stop something, you know you're going to do it again.
Right.
And it's not saying you know you're going. It's a chance you can do it again.
Okay.
But all right, now you're making yourself do this again. You're fighting with it.
Right.
Grandma Bessie say, don't fight with it.
Right.
Get tired of it first. Because anything that you're tired of, you're going to stop automatically. Yeah. Go underwater and hold your breath until you get tired of holding your fucking breath. What you gonna do? I'm tired of not breathing. So you're gonna come up for air. This is natural. Yeah. So that's about moral compass. When you know you're morally correct and morally wrong. A lot of niggas know the nut shit they doing. You don't fit. You know, a lot of shit that's going on, it don't fit. Bro, I told this guy, you know what hatred is? Hatred is you having a good ass day. A nigga walk in with a different skin color and you mad as shit. The nigga that just walked in, not the bad guy, nigga, is you. if I was just having a terrific ass day, how you doing nothing to me was allowed to get that energy and ruin my day.
Yeah.
That's why I don't hate you. That's why I don't have time. Like, and that's the thing. Like, and another thing, and niggas like, well, when the white people, when it's not about white people, we can go through their hood. We don't go through their hood. We got everything in our hood. We got your man got the work. Your man got the apes. Your other man, they sell the liquor down. The shit that you need, we may know is wrong, but it's your makeup. That's you. So you're not going to spend your time trying to go to a hood. You're going to get kicked out unless you're trying to move in there. And then the hate, that's another level of things. But what the fuck am I worried about that for?
But look at that mentality. Why would you want to move where you not wanted?
I mean, no. You don't want to move where you not wanted, but bro,
no,
peace
people do.
It's free.
You feel me?
I'm saying
like,
you shouldn't want to move.
That's the mentality. You want to get enough money to get out the hood, so you can go live amongst people that.
But they don't want
even
you.
Fucking want you. That's what I'm saying.
I'm here. Nah, they don't want you.
And that's why I keep telling people too. Like, we think that we want that, and I like be in that area. I work in those areas, and like, our like luxury of like walking to the corner store is like, you're gonna go crazy. But you feel me? Like,
but see, the thing about that though, D, is,
yeah.
But it forces you to believe. It forces you to go outside the box now.
It forces sometimes you feel me?
Because
usually what happens is they'll spend that couple days and then they'll be running back to the hood. Like, no, I can't. I'm not about to go do that. But then you got people that actually, stay and transition or what have you. You feel me? Like, yeah.
But I think when you come back, it's always a better. You can get more. Like you come because like the 48 laws of power. Your absence is more powerful than your presence. Because look, if I'm valuable to you when I'm confused and cloudy, and you allow me, like I said, I was leading at BGF. You know what I'm saying? We did. There's a new thing with these views. People be confusing views with money and numbers. Is totally different. Views is views. Money is money. You know what I'm saying? So Lik doesn't have a billion or million views, but Lik been making moves and money since I was eligible to move. So that a lot of people get that confused. So, but once you start to open up your eyes and realize, like, hold up, bro, it's a bigger winning than what I even know. I gotta change myself. I like, bro, the shit that I know, I was cloudy and crowded, and niggas let me guide them or move how I move. Now I gotta subtract myself, pull back, learn more to be your leader. You don't want your leader, and I'm not the leader of you or the niggas that's on the movement. If you're the smartest nigga about computers and we own a fucking computer shop, we need to have you healthy, eating good, reading all the fucking computer books so we can. So now, I'm security at the computer store, so now I can be security. What are you, the motherfucking salesman? But if you that has the product, it's not you, then there's no him. Then there's no him.
All right, but let me intervene and say, what if it's a counter, right? And then you say, well, everybody that's involved gonna learn each of the things.
Yeah, but see, when
so
you
now when that person not there, you feel me? Like, shit could still move on.
It can still move, but
you feel me? Like, unless he sets it to be systematic, meaning it runs without that individual person. You feel me? Like, because think about that. If you was the one in the hood eating and you was the kingpin,
right?
Once you leave, like, everybody else gonna suffer.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what we're talking about. What private sectors is worrying about micromanaging. It's like, all right, once this person leave, he's not here. He's gonna take out, so we're gonna put that guy over here. He's gonna do double. Yeah, that's cool. That's if the assembly line or the production of what we trying to do can afford that.
Right.
And sometimes your life can't afford that. Like, you know what I'm saying, your life can't afford you to do what Kobe doing. You gotta do what you doing. You can't do what the person. Now, you can know how to do it, but that's not your position. And sometimes they even that learning curve, because it takes a learning curve. People think they can just fill someone else's shoes, or no, it's a learning curve. And that's the thing. You can't trick time. Anything that you're a rookie in, you spend 10,000 hours on it, you're a professional. They don't tell you that. Mm-hmm. So once you know these things, it's like, damn, I can't fill your spot, bro. You fill your shoes because you're gonna master that. I'm gonna know how to do it, but we're trying to build a conglomerate. Infrastructures are built off of someone playing their king position. Vice presidents, spokespersons is like, we're gonna keep it to layman terms. Spokespersons is like, all right, some bad shit going on or some good shit. But I'm talking like this because I'm used to talking like this. Yo, go out in there, articulate in a good way of the layman's term shit I was trying to say, but it's not gonna hit right to the public. So meaning to say, we have a problem, we have a catastrophe. I'm gonna say, man, that shit was fucked up. She's, a businessman and the spokesperson of our company is gonna handle it like, well, it was an altercation today, and then and something happened, and we're gonna discuss, both our legal teams are gonna get together. It's how they articulate it different, opposed to just being, man, fuck that shit, saying fuck you. And now, you probably saying, what are you saying? Well, if I took that spokesperson's position over in our company, now we lost all our endorsement, we lost all our help, we lost motherfuckers that was gonna tune into us because maybe they don't listen to cussing, or maybe they don't say the word nigga. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they don't support the same thing you support. And that's why I say it. Some things that with the cause is like, if I got a cancer drive going on and I'm getting, my biggest supporter or donator is a white guy, Asian guy, I'm not going to have my cousin that with the fucking hatred views around this guy. Because you know why? That's going to scare him not to want to donate. And we need to finish what we need to get done. You know what I'm saying? The nigga in the feelings is not going to feed the kids. It's not going to help the people. So it's the person that's saying, all right, my position is this. All right, his position is that. And knowing that, you'll be acceptable with yourself. And I leave you on this. If you got kids, that's the only position you need, to me. You're like, what do you mean? If you got kids, how can you allow yourself or sit yourself wherever you at? And if you chastise your kid, you tell your kid something, your son, don't do that. You better not do that. I'm going to beat you. You better not do that. You know better. And then you do something as his father, and you know you don't know it. And you know you ain't studied for it. And you know you ain't ready. Or you know you on your bullshit. Then who gonna beat you? So that's why I say it's keen to play your position and know your position. Know yourself. Know where you going. And sometimes it don't gotta be right. Not saying do wrong. Meaning, if you don't know how to be an entrepreneur, just go be a fucking entrepreneur. Credit yourself that you don't know so you can learn. Mm-hmm. If you don't know how to do something, credit yourself that you don't know it so you can go do it. Right. You keep running around saying, I know this and I do this, and no, you're not, because now you spent 10,000 hours at saying what you could do instead of 1 hour of what you should have did. Right. So that's why I say we need.
And after a while, you gotta show it.
Yeah.
And if you can't show it, you're gonna definitely see that what you saying is just talk, right?
Yeah, but it's like, that's what I'm saying. When your OGs tell you though. That's why I get hype about this. I could have came here and tell y'all the clip curled and the 32 and my young nigga shoot you in your face, and that's all cool. We're gonna let the other nigga do that. But the thing about this life shit, whatever you want to be, you spend 1 minute at it. Try it. I tell my son, you want to work out, do push-ups. Don't do them till you're tired. Do 6. 6. What are I going to do? Then do 6 more. Then wake up tomorrow, do 6 more. Now over the week, you did 36. But when you did 25 and you hated it, you only did 25. You never did it again. So that's what life. Just do 1 minute of it.
Yeah.
So.
And I think everything is very simple, and I just think we make it difficult. You feel me? Like, life is really A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead, Smooth. No, it really is. I was about to go in, but I want you to talk since
See?
Go ahead, Smith.
Boy.
No, I was saying, like, it's like
he trying to sneak in now. You nervous? My bad.
Go ahead, Smig.
Hey, y'all funny as shit on this show.
Smig in the building. Smig gonna want to fight everybody after this joint.
He gonna say, "Send me the clip that I was talking to."
I'm gonna fight all y'all niggas.
What? First of all, your man got me in this joint bacon.
Flavor in this joint.
We ahead.
We in this joke, but life is what you make it, dude. Like, man, real rap. Like, wake up, want to be on some nut shit.
Man.
That's what it is.
Like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, to people that just, like, do whatever, and it's like, they don't know no better. What the fuck? You feel me? Like, you can't, like, I think simple stuff can get across, right? But like you get difficult and be like, you start going into like philosophical shit.
Philosophical.
Right. Yeah, they know I can't say words. So fuck.
All right, now look, just like that. You know how we used to be told, spell it. You can't spell it. I bet you can't spell it. But
yeah.
And we niggas just sit there and try to spell it, right?
Try to sound it out.
IT.
Right. Now guess what though?
Remember
Auntie
IT?
used to tell me this. Now then that's why I say about critiquing yourself when you don't have to. So now you know you can't spell it. You sitting there tomorrow. And there's no job that qualifies you for spelling.
Yeah.
Never even knew that. Doctors can't. They're allowed to misspell. Teachers, it's no job. And my aunt taught me that.
Yeah.
So learning certain information. So now niggas like, yo, you can't spell it. You right. You know how to spell it. So now if I don't know how to spell it, you can inform me and we can get past that. Opposed to saying, yeah, I do, but no, and I don't. Now I'll never learn.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to critique that part when I don't know that, and that's why I say traveling too. It's like I know one person. We all know one person that got the best cooking, better than everybody. That's mom. That's grandma, because you was raised on that. So it's going to be hard to
say accordingly.
But that's again because you were raised on that, so that's going to be always your perspective. So okay, now understanding that, it's like all right.
No, I can't say that.
I'm talking about far as if you say the food you grew up, you can't credit nobody else cooking because you don't know nobody else is cooking because you haven't ate it.
But until you get it.
But until you get it, you're just like, oh, that's why I said
but
traveling.
Then you gotta compare.
That's where you need the traveling.
Yeah.
So because in your head, no one. That's why I started off saying that.
Right.
No one cooking is better than this because that's what you know.
Yeah.
Until you travel and say, damn.
Right.
It's a different perspective. But once you develop that perspective, it's like, again, I was fucked up. Like, I was really schooled wrong. Like I'm 33. If I knew this maturity like a third eye, if it would have opened up 16, but I'm glad it opened up when it opened up because now I need to know. Like I said, I don't know where I'm going, but I know what I'm not doing no more. So.
But they also say, man, I just heard this great ass quote. It's like, life don't begin until you create life.
Right.
And I said, God damn, that shit. You know what I mean? Because like the way I feel now, I don't even remember my life previous to me having kids. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
pups
creating life
life.
Definitely gave you a different
Shout out to the pups. They definitely changed
mentality. You feel what I'm saying? And
the pups changed your life for sure.
Also, too, just to FYI people and shit, man. It's more fathers in homes taking care of their kids.
Oh yeah.
Than what they project to us. You feel me? And that's a study done by the CDS.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? CDA, whatever them letters is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
statistics is lies anyway.
Oh man, it's been live, you feel me? And this is what it is though, for real, you feel me? This is a platform for underground artists, you know what I'm saying? And not really to talk about your music, cause you could do that on your Instagram and all that, but
we appreciate
to get personal, you know what I mean? And get intimate with your fans and let everybody see your personality outside of music, you feel me? And
Lik.
and it's been, I know they got a lot.
It definitely got a lot, baby. We're gonna give you that knowledge,
you
man.
went there, you know what I'm saying?
I got a lot of lines today.
And that's the thing, though. I leave you on this. You know, a lot of niggas be like, "Yo, what's up with the
just
war?"
leave me shit. We go. You got bless it. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about acapella, I can't get no beats or nothing. God damn,
no beat.
Lik.
I ain't got no beat.
And like that, I came right back. Right back. Leave me alone. Let me write that. 5 minutes to recite that. It's like facts I like gas. Feather triggers with them light taps. Like that. I know some niggas that don't like that. Dog bark, I got to bite back. You don't want to feel them. Hot head niggas, but the bullets seem to chill them. Lik gonna kill him and the lawyer gonna bill him. I just played the card that the dealer man dealing. Pop a pill for pain, stop the pain that I'm feeling. Murder, murder, murder when a gang in the building. They murdered my nigga right in front of his children. Murder that nigga right in front of his children. Damn, that's the only way we even. R.I.P. to Ethan, all the way down to Keenan. I was on a Nina while clutching on a Nina with dirty ass niggas that'll send you to the cleaners. Argue with my dad like, Dad, I don't need you. Then my dad died. I'm like, Dad, I need you. Man, I'm grieving. Shooting every motherfucking man I'm beefing. Trying to find a feature up the side of this Beamer. Trying to fill a thighs on the side of Felicia. Could have been her name. Mona, Teresa, Mona, Lisa, Bona, Lever. I could turn your girl into a rap star diva. It's fucked up, dog. I ain't a rap star neither. I be in the hood while I clap large heater.
Hey,
Let's go.
Lik.
We still got it.
Last bag. Let me get some more, bro.
Last bag left.
Last bag left. You hear me? VGF, we in the building,
Yeah,
man.
Yes, we are.
We've been working on this project for a while now, man.
Gang, gang.
I don't know. I don't know if I still rap, man.
I fired him as a rapper and shit.
I think you always been an artist, though. You feel me? Like, and I think it's a difference. You feel me? Like,
I had to, I mean, get my little matureness going on, get my life together. Like you said, I like that. It was a good jewel. Definitely don't start living life till you give life.
Right.
I'm gonna use that tonight in the verse.
I think you about to go home and create.
Yeah.
Create some more life.
No.
What? No, Smith did it all for us. You feel me? Like,
we need to make, baby.
Smith tried to take it back to the 40s with
Private car
13
kid,
kids
baby.
and shit. Like,
Campbell kid, baby. Applejack Live, baby. Man, we got some business.
That's why we got Last Bag Left, man.
Yeah, shout out to Last Bag Left. Got some
man, like,
yeah. So it's
like,
more generational with the fashion,
it's
right?
More generational with the fashion. Like, it's something that we gonna leave left over for the children. I mean, to take over. Like, I mean, like, we trying to make this longevity. Like,
man, my boy in there.
Yeah.
Like, we trying to take this longevity. Want everybody know Last Bag Left. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a move.
Last
man.
bag left.
What
Lik!
you gonna do with it, man? Like,
Smith, huh?
And I definitely think that it is what it is, for sure.
And we appreciate you, Urban Life TV. We really appreciate you,
Thank you
man.
for coming through.
No, we
Even
definitely
though
had to
y'all was
come
late,
through.
I should curse y'all the fuck out.
No,
for
listen,
being
look,
fucking up my goddamn show.
look out for that
Yeah,
leak shit.
like-
You mean that Last Bag Left shit? We coming back, Urban Life TV. We using this as a platform.
right.
I'm saying we
Go
definitely
check out,
using
go
this.
check out our YouTube.
YouTube,
SoundCloud,
LIKNAST, SoundCloud. We
that
going all
Piff,
new artwork coming up.
man.
We getting back, man. I mean, I'm out of my office. I'm back to the field now, man.
Lee talking about the latest project on that Piff, man. So you can go check it out.
Go check that shit out, man. That shit old as shit. We got some new shit coming out. You know what I'm saying? We got that.
They get to be
Yeah,
so they can be ready for the new shit.
Oh, that's the thing about Lik though. Lik don't be playing with feelings. I be hearing niggas like, yo, I had a nigga Cord on this thing. Shout out to my nigga Cord, nigga. My young boy. I mean, we ain't never seen the motherfucking studio together do nothing yet. But I'm not, we still a 9. But shout out to niggas. I mean, I'm for niggas that's for me. I mean, niggas is supporting the 9 and screaming the 9. Niggas screaming Philly when I'm out of town. Do me. I'm out here. Ripping and running, doing what I do, and I see niggas' views is looking real good. Shout out to the 9. Shout out to Lil. Shout out to my boy Kevy Kev. Shout out to A. Shout out to Ace. You already know. Shout out to my niggas behind the scenes. Shout out to Lou. Shout out to Twin. Shout out to all the OGs from the 9. You know what I'm saying? But Lik been running around here getting this entrepreneur bag on, man. Last bag left. I took my last bag with a food truck, a studio, and some other shit, man. So look out for that, man.
Yeah.
We running around here, young fellas.
Making moves, man. Nice.
UrbanLife.tv, man. We out of cheer.
Came to have fun, baby. And I did it. And I ain't leave. None of that. No, yeah. There you go, cuz I'm getting back in my fucking music bag. Look, I had the duffel and all that. I came prepared.
What the hell you got in the duffel bag?
Nothing.
A laptop.
Bunch of fucking laptop there. One laptop and that's it. And it looked like I'm serious.
This joint got wheels.
You funny as shit.
You ain't seen him roll that joint
Funny as shit. Look at me. Grinding the boy up. Man.
Let me take this joint off. We on live.
Grinding, man. Fuck
We on live on the joint.
Shout out to my fucking boy, man. Dave, that was a good looking baby. Urban Life TV, stay tuned, baby. Tune in.
Man, left shit, man.
You want to talk? Get the fuck out of
Now
here.
you want to talk this shit over, right? Shut nut.
Y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas took up
Don't
what's
say
your
you
man.
took it over.
No, look, we gonna do that. I'm using this
That's
platform.
most of the conversation.
We gonna like this shit.
We gotta cut through with Josh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We gonna use this platform. We gonna edit the video, do that shit. Use some more. We about to get some real HD clear shit for you, dude. We not playing this time, bro. What you think I'm playing, nigga? We in here. I'm scared to put that jacket on. This shit like killing me in this joint. Well, my client is my ass. This weak black ass nigga.
What happened to the John though, Snap?
What?
The world. What is?
I had to use the John.
Whoa! Whoa!
UrbanLife.tv, 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 TV, Underground Rap Business and News Life.tv, TV, up close and personal, live one-on-one interview.